So Llama Freak had told me I should record before getting back on the server, and I've started recording as soon as I jumped on. There's a bunch of dinner bone cows blocking me in. And apparently he has done something at my base, or in my starter home, I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Is that what I think it is? It's a bee. Drizzling honey. What's all the buzz about? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. These bee puns aren't too shabby. Oh my god. Llama, love Llama. Thank you, Llama. That's awesome. Very cool. Oh, there's multiple ones. Oh, wow. Wow. You know, those actually don't look bad. I think I want to keep those. They're cool. I wish I could build a bee. They just look so derpy. They look kind of cross-eyed, or they look very pitiful. The way they're looking up, like they're looking up at you, like they've done something wrong. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Llama. That's a prank, but still, I think I'm going to keep it because it looks so cool. Let's go ahead and begin off with today's episode. Let's go ahead and get it started. Oh, might want to look inside them, huh? Well, let's take a look inside the bees. Oh god, I'm scared. Is it TNT? If it's TNT, I'm going to be... Oh, okay, here's a tell. And let's go ahead and open them up. Oh, there's a chest in here. Interesting. So, oh, a honey apple. Well, I've got to get rid of some of this stuff and keep this as a namesake. Go ahead and just toss some of that junk out of there. There we go. I've just got a bunch of junk in my inventory. Awesome. I'm just going to keep that in there. And let's take a look in some of the other ones. This one. Oh, right here. There's a chest in it too. A honey apple. Is it just a bunch of honey apples? I think, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the one has like a different one. Maybe the one up there. Let's go ahead and float this way to this one and see what it has in it. Oh no, can I make it? Nope. Gotta go back around and over and try to make this landing onto the quartz slab. Oh, yeah, that didn't work. Here's another one. Ooh, a bunch of gold. Okay, I'll take it. What's it say? Honey. I'm kind of glad I've done the hive theme. It's pretty funny. Because people always reference it as a hive, but I never do. It's kind of funny because I never mention bees or anything. And the final one. Let's see what's in here. Oop. Oh, more honey and a honey apple. Well, thank you. I appreciate. Oh, 55 gold is nothing to shake a stick at. Thank you, Llama. Wow, I can use that for activator rails. I actually need that for a project coming up soon. Or, I mean, powered rails. So, let's go ahead and truly begin our project for today and see what we can get done. And welcome back to the WayStone Season 3, Episode 12. We've buzzed over to spawn to see if we've made any profits, but unfortunately not. Ah, it sucks. There's no diamonds in the iron shop or the sand stand, but I have made a few purchases of my own. I bought some prismarine bricks for a design I'm going to be doing on a farm today. Ooh, it's going to be in some interesting stuff. Let's go down to the Decappa headquarters because apparently they have stocked up their shop with new heads, and I'm excited to see what they've got. So they got a few ones in here. They got the rabbit one, and oh my goodness, they've got a polar bear head. I've got to get that. How much is it? Let's go ahead and do this before anyone else purchases it. 30 diamonds is all. And I've got 30 diamonds in my inventory right there. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy. I've got an endermite head, which is really cool. I absolutely love that. It's the cutest mob head ever. So let's go over to the area that we're going to be building this farm. And this should be interesting because it's going to be of my own design. And I hope it works because it hasn't been properly tested. I've built it in a creative world, but it's not been properly tested. The efficiency isn't as incredible as you would normally see in this farm, but it's much less expensive. It's midday here on the WayStone, and we have found what we've been looking for. A witch hut. Yes, I wanted to do a witch farm, which should be interesting. It's very different, and if you've never done one before, I recommend giving it a shot because it's some satisfying stuff. But we're going to be transforming that into a farm, and we've got to do like 3 separate platforms for the spawning pads, and then we've got to do an automation process on that. I've got my own design that I'm going to be doing. I'm hoping it's going to be effective. I really should test it out. I've tested it a bit. I think it'll work just fine though. It's similar to a mob farm. But yeah, if you're not familiar with witches, they're extremely difficult to kill due to fire resistance, and not only that, but potions of healing. You've got to pretty much instantly kill them to get them. So that's fall damage. They die from that. And we've got to light up the surrounding area quite a ways, and also the cavern system, for this to be efficient and have witches to spawn. But, you know, keep it in mind, if there are other people on the server, then that could also take away from the mob cap and make it a little bit less efficient. It's really nice if you're here alone throughout the day and you're just standing around AFKing. It's some great stuff. So I've just got to light up a couple more islands. We should be well on our way, and we can begin making those platforms from the witch hut. Thankfully, this witch hut is in a very good location. We don't have to worry about blocking off a bunch of mob spawns because we have all this water, and there's a few trees speckled about in the water. But that's no big deal because obviously mobs cannot spawn on leaves. So we've only got to light up a few different islands. I'm making the platforms for the witch hut right now. Got to take out the rest of these stairs, and I'll show you the bounding box for this farm. It's rather awesome and easy to make the platforms. Everything is pretty much laid out for you. So let's go ahead and go up 1 block and then fly down here to take a look. There's a few different levels to this. There's 3 different levels. If we were to just jump on this lily pad, we've got to do 1 more up there, but this is the bounding box for our witch farm. And it's a really strange design that I use. I mean, I was telling myself, there's got to be a way we can use just dispensers and a clock, you know, for water. And there is. You've just got to meddle with the water a bit and find out a good flow for it. So you just got to build the rest of this platform. I'm running out of iron blocks, so I probably should get some from the shulker box. Yes, we're well on our way. I feel a bit stupid. Not gonna lie, I forgot my redstone shulker box back at my base, and that's about 2,000 blocks away. Not fun stuff. We're gonna have to reverse back and get that. Knowing me, I would do such things. Right now, we are currently working on the redstone platforms, which is going to harbor our dust that goes to a dispenser output, and then this is going to clock, much like how a mob farm works. Just got to go up 1 block, bring this over a couple, and then do a couple of granites right there. I like to kind of color code things, keep it in mind. Do this to block off the water dispensing, and one on this side. And the redstone platforms are finished. We've got to get some glass too. I forgot. We've got to get some glass so that we can see our witches die. Kind of grueling. But yeah, I think that looks kind of cool. You know, using prismarine blocks. The front is going to use a torch tower so that we can get it all set up. And now, I guess the time has come to go get a redstone shulker box. Time to do the top layer and manually test this to see if it does work. So we're just going to bring some redstone dust along this pathway and then also on this side so that we can power both sides of the dispensers. And they already have water buckets in them, so that's good. Should be ready to go now. We can manually test this. Go to press this button and the water should cover the whole platform and go in the 3 wide gaps. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, something seems to be wrong. Oh, I don't have signs on the sides. That's why. So let's go ahead and put some signs on these 3 blocks so that we can null that downfall detection. So when water does detect a downfall, oh, there's Frimp. I haven't seen him in a while. When it detects a downfall, it'll go to the nearest one. So let's go ahead and test this out right there. Very good stuff. Great. Now, we just got to do the rest of the layers, and then I'm going to do a hopper clock to initiate every layer. Great stuff. Well, made use of some light blue glass. We found some orchids out in the swamp, and gotta say, that looks quite lovely. This is going to be our drop chute for the witches. And I think I've completed on the other side as well. I've just got to figure out some solution for the top so that we can block them from getting out. Very nice. Just got to do a drop chute on both sides, which from the bottom layer, you want to do about 32 blocks. For safety measures, I usually do about 40 blocks just to make sure that they're going to die. Absolutely. And so we'll just continue this down. I need to maybe fill in that area a bit. Don't know for sure. And then we'll have to get with our hopper clock and awesome switch relay going to the top. Gotta say, I like the color scheme, but the drop chutes have been put in place. If you haven't noticed, the granite blocks on either side, and this makes 2 independent storage systems. I'm gonna just go over here and go downwards to show you what it looks like. Just gonna land on this granite mess that we gotta figure out at some point. But for now, I'm just wanting the storage systems complete. And I may expand this room a bit. It's very small for now. But then we have the 2 independent storage systems. I may expand this just for comfort purposes. Great stuff. And, you know, I'm not going to worry about item sorting it or anything right now. Just trying to get it done. May in the future. Not sure. All the redstone is complete. We've got a hopper timer and also a delay clock. As you can see, the water is dispensed, and this is released for the perfect amount of time for the witches to fall through the chute, and then it deactivates. So it should be deactivating very soon. There it goes. Very cool stuff. We just got to put the roof on. We've got to light up the caves, but I'm going to do a test run first. I'm going to wait till nighttime to see if we get any witches in our farm. I'm going to tell everyone, don't sleep, and we'll see how well this does. No witches, unfortunately. This tells me something. There's a lot of mobs in the cavern system. We're about 24 blocks away, so they should be able to spawn, and I don't know how many mobs are in the vicinity. If we were to just take a little flight, how many are on the island? So there's 1 skeleton. I've only seen 1 creeper over here when I was standing 24 blocks away. Wow. Looks like we've got some work to do. Yes, go down in the cave system and get that finished, and then do the roof. Oh, we're just about there. Wafflestick seems to be enjoying the view. I've been AFK for about 30 minutes and we have a functional farm now. Gotta say, I'm proud of myself. That's quite a large roof. But we have enough slabs, and slabs make it much easier, much faster. I've still got to light up that little platform that goes into the actual collection system. And so, as you can see, we have a bunch of witches that spawned up here, and they will drop through the drop chute going to the hoppers. It's quite a few. We're going to hit those hoppers, go into the storage system, and now we have their items. And that's going to release the water. That way they could spawn again. Great stuff. And it's a nice little cycle. It seems to be quite efficient, even though it's nowhere near 100% efficient. It's almost like a mob farm, but much smaller. Kind of strange. I really wanted to do the dispenser method. Just thought it'd be a cool thing to do. And I've switched out a storage tower with some observer blocks. Seems to be much more instant. Remove the delay clock because it wasn't really necessary. Seems to be functioning quite well without it, and it just looked ugly. I think it looks a lot better when we have this 3-block in center. This is a nice little farm. And gotta say, I'm excited to see what the results are going to be from about 30 minutes. After about 30 minutes, I will go down and we'll take a look and see what kind of loot we got. Yeah. Doesn't that look cool? And it does look a lot smaller than the average witch farm that you see nowadays. I'm proud of it. I am proud. And look, some witches spawning. It feels so good to look in there and see some witches. Even though every now and then we'll get like just 2. But hey, that's fine enough. Sometimes we get like 10, 15, somewhere in there. It's been about 30 minutes. I want to check and see what we've got in our storage system. There is the platform to go into. Let's just fall down here. Be very careful not to crash. Even though there's water everywhere, I would probably still hit the pillar. So we're just going to dig this out, and we should be able to go down from here. There we are. See what kind of drops we get. I hope it's really good. I'm crossing my fingers for it. I've got a mess in my inventory after going caving, and not only that, but getting all that stuff removed out there, it was a little bit chaotic. So let's see what we've got. We've got, okay, that's not bad, and then also over there, and that's okay. I mean, How much redstone would that be? Let's put away our redstones that we know we're not getting it mixed up. Let's just do this. And I think that's all the redstone in my inventory. We'll just pop that into our inventory. There we go. 34, 42. Not bad, not bad. And okay, over a stack of redstone. So we're getting close. Not there, but very close to about a stack and a half per 30 minutes for redstone. Now, as far as glowstone, let's take a look at that and see how much we've got. I think it's maybe the same rate. We're close to it. Yeah, it seems like we got a stack of glowstone. Well, not bad. Well, even about a stack and a half of glowstone. So on average, about per hour, you're getting 3 stacks of redstone and glowstone. Along with maybe some potions here and there. I don't know if that's affected by killing them or you can get those through the farm or not, but I'm getting a lot of these bottles. I really should consider on doing a sorter system for this because it seems like this could get very disorganized very fast. Bunch of gunpowder too. Hey, I'm proud of that. Look at that, 33 gunpowder. Pretty awesome. I'm just gonna put this redstone away. Might use it. And put this away. Great stuff. I didn't expect it to be that good in 30 minutes. I mean, heck. Free items. Imagine a whole AFK session through night. Come to find out, we did a really weird thing with that storage system, and I ended up getting a lot more items than what I thought I had. Ended up finding like 2 more stacks of certain things, like redstone and gunpowder. Really strange. I should have really watched what I was doing. But now it's all going into an individual system, so we don't have to worry about miscounting this time. I'm going to AFK an hour this time, so we can get a good idea of how much we get. That should do it. So the hopper's going to run it. Let's bounce up here. Hopper's going to run into each other at that point, but it's not going to matter because they're going to go down into those hoppers. Great. So let's do an hour AFK session and see how well this goes. Should be some grand stuff. After some very precise calculations, we have come up with a number, and I've initiated the lever right at an hour. Right at it. I counted it down in the seconds. I was that precise about it. But anyways, we get an approximation of about 1,700 drops per hour, which is mediocre. It's not really that great. It's not even really mediocre, but I will say 1,700 drops per hour, that's not bad for what we've used in this design. Very cheap, very minimal, very simple design. And that's what I was wanting to go for. For one person, it would supply one person very well. Because when you think about it, I mean, 1 hour is, I mean, how long is your AFK sessions? I usually do about an all-nighter. So in 8 hours, we can get a lot from this farm. And something else I wanted to mention was the slab missing is making it a bit difficult to get close to this farm because these witches can still hit me. That's why I'm standing out here. So when you compare it to the big numbers, you know, 100% efficiency farm would get you about 6,200 drops per hour. And that is far off from this. This is very, very minuscule compared to that, but much smaller. I like it. I love this design. I think I'm going to continue using it. Not absolutely sure. I'm going to try to flick this lever before they hit me with the potion of poison. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit that, and that should unlock the hopper. And they should all go flying down for me. Yeah, doesn't that feel good? Look at all those witches. They're just all, oh my god. That's a lot of witches. That was fun to watch. And, you know, for trivial purposes, I've got about 100 redstone and gunpowder and glowstone. It's all about the same in 1 hour. So I would call that one a success. A functioning witch farm. Who knew I had it in me? I'd say it's pretty easy to guess what I'm doing right now. But yes, I wanted to apologize. In the last few episodes, and including this episode, I've noticed a bit of audio clipping. Don't worry, I'm going to fix that for next episode and then further on. So I do apologize for that. But I think that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. Hope you did enjoy watching, and we will see you in episode 13. We should have a bunch of redstone, a bunch of glowstone, and a bunch of firework. Have a fantastic day.